everyone. Welcome to America's first and only daily talk show for and about the Filipinos. Now also the longest running Filipino daily talk show outside of the Philippines. And of course, that is thanks to our sponsors. Speaking of which, we'd like to welcome Toyota, Southern California Toyota Dealers Association. Thank you so much for your support of Kababayan LA starting today. And in the coming days here on the show, we're going to be giving you some tips for tips on how Toyota makes it easy for us. For now, the totally redesigned 2012 Toyota Camry is available at your Southern California Toyota dealer. Camry is available in 6 distinct models: L, LE, SE, XLE, Hybrid LE, and Hybrid L or XLE. And I myself drive a Camry right now, an LE, and I'm telling you, it's amazing. Nice ride, smooth ride, and with Toyota Care, they make it easy for us indeed. And like I said, in the coming days, we'll give you more tips on how Toyota makes it easy for us. Today on the show, we're going to meet 2 Kababayans. One is a tenor, and another is a very beautiful actress, and she is going to talk to us today about some of the shows that they have. Verona, hello, and welcome to Kababayan LA.
Thank you.
I talked to a lot of actors here on the show, and you clearly have this distinct look, and it sometimes goes both ways, being Filipino or being half Filipino or being a mix. Sometimes it can go to your advantage or you're at a disadvantage because of that. What are your thoughts?
Well, I would like to think that I'm on the advantageous side of that. My great-grandfather is from the Philippines. He came to America. He married my grandmother, who is Mexican, which became my grandfather, who married my grandmother, who's Italian and Spanish.
Wow, so you're a lot of different things.
Yeah, and my mother, she's Guatemalan, so it's a lot of stuff going on.
So do you get that? Do you get that you're obviously, especially when you're casting, you're going for auditions, they look at the way you look, and that is like a part of if you're going to get the job or not?
Yeah, definitely, because I am mixed with so many different things. I get a lot of questions of, oh, what's your nationality? What's your background? And so it's kind of fun to be able to tell people like where my background is from.
But you're not just acting, you're also doing modeling, and do you do stunts as well?
I do some sword fight stunts. I'm part of a sword fight stunt team called Sword Fights Inc., located in downtown Los Angeles. We have a great time every Tuesday night. We get together, learn new choreography. It's a lot of fun.
How do you get into that? How did you get into that?
Well, I was a student at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. I was there for the 2-year program, stayed on as a company member. And while I was there, I met Brian Danner, who is the owner of Sword Fights Inc. And so I carried on with him after my schooling was finished.
Is it something related to Philippine martial arts as well? Because we've been talking a lot about Philippine martial arts, and they talked about, you know, different choreography as well. But it's not just acting to them, and it's not just stunts. It's really, you know, something that they use for self-defense, but it works with weapons.
Yeah, well, these are all just stunts. We've used various weapons. There are other Filipinos there with me. There are some people that are part of the group that they do have various skills, and they know martial arts and things like that. So, and Sword Fights Inc. actually helped out doing choreography for the show that I'm in right now, The Imaginary Life of Street Sweeper August G.
Yes, let us talk about that. What is the show about?
Well, the show is about a character named August G, who is actually the reincarnated, it's the writer Armand Gatti. He's French, and he wrote the show about his father. And so this is the American premiere of the show. And August G is part of a street cleaning company, and he basically is in the middle of a revolution strike. And he gets hit upside the head, and he's kind of in a coma, watching his life flash before his eyes. And myself included, we are all part of his memories of his life and what he went through. And so there are various stages of August G's life where they, his different ages, when he's 9 years old, when he's 21, which is where I come in, when he's 30, 46, and then his without age persona, which is who he wishes that he would have lived to become.
Right. Very interesting. What is your role? You mentioned you come in when he's looking back on his years and memories when he was 9. 9?
No,
or 21?
I come in at the 21 part.
21 stage. Okay. So and what's your role?
Well, the where he's from, they call it the Virgin's Neighborhood. It's like a slummy kind of area where it's hard for people to get out, and they kind of stay there their whole life. And I'm basically that girl who's like the little firecracker that sets off a lot of stuff. and kind of that girl that gets away, the one that he always, like, the sweetheart,
right.
you know, that you grow up with, and you're like, maybe we could get married one day.
So you're the love interest.
Yes,
something
I am.
Like.
Well, one of two.
It sounds like a demanding role. There's fighting scenes, like you said, but you're used to that, so it's fine. But then just, you know, to be in that role, what were the challenges for you?
Well, there's a huge dance sequence. There's a big dance marathon that happens in the middle, which kind of sets off where all of the characters go for the rest of their life. Someone commits suicide, someone gets stabbed. Like, there's lots of stuff that goes on. It's a very intense dance marathon. And we worked very hard, many auditions,
many
rehearsals.
Hours, okay.
Yeah, working for this whole dance sequence. And so it's... that's probably been the most demanding part. And I mean, the whole show, there's so many things going on. There's a live band on stage. There's singing that goes on. There's one big scene number where we all come out and we sing together a song of the revolution.
Right.
It's pretty powerful.
Sounds interesting. But you mentioned audition. How did you get in? And, you know, what was the hook for you? What made you interested in this production? We're going to be talking a little bit more about that, plus your career. When we return on the show, don't go away.